Hi boys and girls, welcome back to History Lane. Here we meet some of our history's heroes through using our creative hands. Today we meet Mordechai, who was instrumental in the story of Purim, a holiday that we celebrate till today. Part of Purim festivities include dressing up and being extra lively, which is why we will make a crispy clown pop today. Here are the ingredients and supplies we will need. Marshmallow fluff, 1.5 cups of crispy rice cereal, 1 tablespoon of small colorful sprinkles, 2 tablespoons of oil, 1 Cornetto's mini ice cream cone, a cup of hot water, a spoon for mixing, a microwave-safe bowl, red gel food coloring, honey, disposable gloves, a 3-inch round cookie cutter, 2 Ziploc bags, each containing 2 tablespoons of white chocolate chips, 1 Ziploc bag with 2 tablespoons of chocolate chips, a thick skewer or chopstick, a baking tray, 2 pieces of parchment paper, the printed template, and a tablespoon and scissors not pictured here. Let's begin. Measure 2 tablespoons of oil and 6 tablespoons of marshmallow fluff into a microwave-safe bowl. We don't know the exact years of Mordechai's life, but we know he lived sometime during the 33 to 3400s or 4th and 5th century BCE. Melt the mixture in a microwave for 75 seconds and then mix. Next, stir 1.5 cups of Rice Krispies into the bowl until well coated with marshmallow fluff. Mordechai, a descendant of Shaul HaMelech, King Saul, was born and raised in Eretz Yisrael, Israel, then exiled to Bavel, Babylonia, along with 10,000 other Jews. Mordechai was his Persian name. His Hebrew name was Petachia, which means Hashem, God, opens, because he would open, meaning clarify, difficult topics and interpret them since he knew 70 languages. Lay the Rice Krispie mixture on a parchment paper-lined baking tray. Press it down, ensuring it is at least 4 inches long, 4 inches wide, and 1 inch thick. When this is done, put the tray in the freezer for a few minutes until the Rice Krispie mixture hardens. In the meantime, place 1 Ziploc bag of white chocolate chips in a cup of hot water until it is melted completely. Mordechai adopted and raised his orphaned cousin Esther and eventually married her. Ultimately, he landed in Persia, where he was the leader of the Jewish people. He had a central role in overturning Haman's evil decree through his ongoing involvement with Esther while she was in Achashverosh's palace through his spiritual efforts. Lay parchment paper on top of the template. Cut off a small corner of the bag of white chocolate, then trace and fill in the bow and the eyes by squeezing the chocolate out through the hole. A primary example of Mordechai's spiritual determination was his refusal to kneel or bow to Haman, unlike everyone around him. This angered Haman to the core. As a descendant of Amalek, he harbored a hatred for the Jews because they stood out as different. Rather than give in to Haman, Mordechai resolved even more strongly to assert his loyalty to Hashem. Next, pour colorful sprinkles over the bow. Mordechai's strong attitude led to Haman's downfall, bringing the Jewish people light, joy, gladness, and honor. Add 2 drops of red gel food coloring to the other bag of white chocolate and melt them in hot water as previously shown. Mix the chocolate in the bag until it turns red. Cut a small hole in the corner of the bag, then trace and fill in the nose and mouth. When faced with opposition to our Yiddishkeit or Judaism, we should remain strong and proud without bowing to negative pressure. Next, melt the bag of regular chocolate chips in hot water. For example, if someone makes fun of you for being so careful about a particular mitzvah, continue what you are doing with pride. Cut a small hole in the corner of the bag and squeeze out just enough to form an eyeball in each eye and a line across the mouth. Put the parchment paper in the freezer for a few minutes so the chocolate parts can harden. Meanwhile, let's circle back to our tray of Rice Krispie treats. Use a 3-inch round cookie cutter to cut out a circle. Can you think of a time when you stayed strong and were proud of keeping Yiddishkeit or felt proud of being a Jew? Stick a skewer through the center of the Rice Krispie treat the long way and leave the skewer sticking out on top about a 1/2 inch. Assemble the clown face using honey as glue. Stick down the eyes, nose, and mouth. Our Rice Krispie Pop is dressed up as a clown, but what will your costume be on Purim this coming year? Stick the bow onto the skewer underneath the face and hold it in place for a moment to make sure it is stuck. Squirt a dollop of honey on the parchment paper, dip the bottom of the mini ice cream cone into it, then dip it into colorful sprinkles to give it a little extra flair. Stick the ice cream cone on top of the skewer as a hat for the Rice Krispie clown. Make sure to say a bracha, a blessing, and enjoy your Purim treat. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We hope to see you back again next week.